yeah,
banks down
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were there before it was cool.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah,
I
bro.
liked it. I thought it was such a cute village.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. I feel like it's a little, for the people that live there, they think they've got a hidden gem.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like, don't tell anyone.
No, I
as
get
soon
it.
as you leave, you have to sign an NDA.
Okay.
All right, you ready if I kick it
Yep,
off?
absolutely.
Great. Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Confessions. Not everyone wants to confess. Everyone wants to hear them. Today, I'm joined by the wonderful comedy legend and great football player, Dave Hughes.
Thank you, Sam. Yes, legend is a word thrown around too readily, but in this circumstance, it fits.
For football or for comedy, do you think?
Well, I would like to think for both.
Yeah. Nailed both.
Yeah, in football, a legendary injured player. A legendary injury, the oldest man to get bashed in a charity football match.
Also, quite a political commentator these days as well on the Instagram.com.
Yeah, well, when the government lie before an election, and it trips my wire, mate. No.
Yeah.
I know you were talking about where you're living here and how you just bought it last year.
Yeah.
I feel angry on your behalf.
Yeah,
mate,
yeah.
What they did in the budget has cost you probably 20% of your value of this joint. So.
Yeah.
Don't
get him fired up. Don't get him fired up.
Yeah.
But great to have you, Dave. So we did this podcast once in lockdown when you did it on your iPad once after dinner when you were, I think you sat in the hallway and we did it together a very long time ago.
Got an open, I mean, there's first world problems, I get that, but as an open plan house is good in theory, but in reality, you can't fart anywhere in the house without everyone hearing it. So
fart or podcast.
Yeah, or
basically
podcast.
the same thing, to be honest.
The last time I was saying, shut up down there, I'm trying to do a video.
Now, Hughesy, you have a podcast van. This is something that a lot of people want to know. I heard you talk about it on Willosophy with Will Anderson from the title of the podcast. So you bought a podcast van to...
Yes, when I left radio or got sacked or whatever you want to call it, I thought, oh, God, it's not the future. The future is not this form of broadcasting, and I think that statement holds true, to be honest. And I've got a lot of friends in radio, but yes,
you've been in radio for a long time, decades.
Yeah, but this new world has sort of taken over, and it's certainly taken most of the money out of commercial radio, which I know is going to make a lot of people. I was
about to say, you're welcome. You're welcome for that. Sorry, I fucked you.
So now it's all egalitarian, and no one gets paid.
So things are going really well. To be honest, things are going really well.
But so I thought let's start your own empire here. So that's what the plan, and my plan still is, lean. Got to be lean.
You got to be lean.
Unlike the government where they spend everyone's money and don't care.
Oh, here he goes
If
again.
It's your own money, you're lean with it, because you understand it's your money, so you respect it.
Of course, you respect your money.
You respect what you've worked for. So so I was like, I'm just going to learn how to do it all myself.
Great.
And I just haven't done it. So the van is still in the front yard, and my wife wants to stab me. So
are you selling?
I hope she doesn't.
I hope she doesn't stab you as well. Actually,
the wipers
are
aren't
good for a true crime podcast. We could start one of those.
Yeah.
What happened to Husey?
So I've got to get the wipers working, and I drove it the other day.
They're not essential for a podcast. You know that? Wipers. You can just start a podcast, Husey. You don't have to have wipers.
I think I'm going to have to put you on staff.
Just the technical questions like that. Do the wipers need to be working for the podcast? No, you can just start it, Husey.
That's a really good point. So, but I'm here now.
You're
if I had
here.
my own podcast, I wouldn't be here. So.
I know, that's right. Well, you're welcome to use this space anytime. I don't even have wipers here.
No,
now,
you've got a good flat, though. I love it's north facing, everyone.
That's great. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for letting everybody know. That's one step closer to them finding me. It's north facing.
Yeah, look north facing. Look at the 4,000 north facing flats in the greater Bayside area.
I was at someone's house once who was a well-known person, and I was filming something in their home, and it was facing one way, and they said to me, don't film out the window, I don't want people to know where I live. And I was like, the only way people would know where you live if they're standing in your house, dickhead. That's the only way people would know where you live. But Hughesy, you have an amazing show this year called Cooked. It is so good. Now, the show is about you playing a charity football game.
Yeah.
And really hurting yourself. Like, you really injured yourself without properly knowing at the start.
Yeah, so I broke 5 ribs and punctured my lung in the first quarter when I got bumped by Andrew Embley, who used to play for the West Coast Eagles.
He'll never work again.
No, he has worked since. He's worked a lot. He's actually got more work. So,
did you walk out on the field and go, do you have the wipers on today? Excuse you, leave it to us.
When I had dinner with Andrew Embley the night before and a group of the other legends of the AFL. So, and he's a lovely guy.
Yeah.
So it was not a nicer guy in the world to almost kill me. So He claims it wasn't a hard bump, though, by the way. But, I've seen the photo. I'll show you later. If you like, you can put it on your whatever you've got here. And, it's his hip. He's got a fat ass. Sorry, Andrew, you got a fat ass. And his hip has hit my exposed rib cage and just gone straight through it. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, and the punctured lung was probably the most scary thing, I suppose. Although it wasn't as painful as the ribs, but the punctured lung was, because I had about a month after the injury, and I spent a few days in hospital. After the month after the injury, I went for a heart thing. It was nothing to do with the injury.
Broken heart.
It wasn't broken.
Not being a professional football player.
I had heart broke a long time ago. I dealt with that pain in the 90s, early 90s. So
get over it.
So, and they said, this guy who was doing the heart scan said, do you know how much fluid you've got on your right lung? And I'm like, no, my right lung fluid gauge is broken. I don't know.
Buy me a drink first.
Yeah, so he said, too much. I said, too much. And so I had to go back to the doctor, and he's like, oh, yeah, that's bad. You got to go and get it drained. So I had to go in hospital, and they put a pipe in your back. Because they drain, if you ever get fluid drained from your lung, the pipe goes in your back, all right?
Oh, right,
okay. Don't think they're trying to stab you. I don't know why they go from the back, but they do.
Right.
And so I'm in hospital getting and this guy wanted it drained slowly. And I'm like, and this other guy who put the pipe in goes, mate, I could get this done in half an hour. And I said, well, we'll do it. And he goes, no, but your specialist says do it slowly, so we're only taking like 50 mils out every 3 hours or something like that.
Slow? You wanted to get to know you?
Well, I don't know. I apparently didn't want the lung. I don't know. I don't even realise how hardy I am. And I come from tough stock.
Yeah. You had 6 gigs that night. You had to get going. Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm in a hospital, and then at one point, the nurse came in to turn the tap back on to get more fluid out. Right. And the nurse, this bloke, said, your pipe's come out. And I said, oh, I did not know that. Because he's blaming me. I didn't know how to keep the pipe in my lung. And then I go, well, just chuck it back in. Let's get this,
Let's get this wrapped up.
And he
do
goes,
it myself.
He goes, I can't do it. I said, why not? He said, because only the doctor gets to do it. I said, well, can you bring the doctor in? And he said, he's gone home for the day. I'm like,
what the hell?
But to stay overnight.
The doctor didn't come back.
Doctor had gone home. And this is, I don't want to, I don't want to cry to your audience, but you know what? If you can go public, you might, even though the food might not be as good.
Yeah.
Public hospitals, they have doctors who are there 24 hours a day.
Yeah, they're actually really good. Yeah.
Private hospitals, they all go home at 5 o'clock.
Of course they do. So they knock off.
You pay all the more money to be in a private hospital, and there's no doctor there. So just think about that next time you pay your exorbitant medical.
Oh, here he goes again.
Well, come on.
Well, come on. But the show, Hughesy, so did you get the green whistle when you were...
I didn't get the green whistle. You know what? At one point when because my pipe was coming in and out of my lung, remember?
Yeah.
And they said, I said, can I get an endone?
Oh, just one?
Have you ever had an endone?
I've had an endone before.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
It's because Diggs broke my leg.
My God.
When he fell on me.
Dog. 45 kilos.
Yeah, he fell on my leg. He broke it completely, and I had to hobble on I'm from Phillip Island originally, and I was back there for the weekend. This doesn't really matter to the story at all. But I was walking, and it was a 45-minute walk back regularly, and I did it on a broken leg with Diggs with blood in his mouth, because he didn't mean to, but he hurt himself as well, and it looked like my dog had attacked me. It was like walking back and had to get... I was on the endo that day.
But at that point, you almost got to try to stay conscious, because say you you went unconscious in that time with the dog with blood in its mouth, and you've got a leg mangled. You might wake up and Diggs might have gone to the next world, because
exactly.
They've gone, oh, sorry, you nearly killed your owner. We're going to kill you, and then you wake up and you're hopping around, and Diggs is not with us. I mean, there's a lot of stress in that situation.
Yeah, so. Your mind went straight there.
Yeah,
to my dead dog.
Yeah, and I don't want Diggs to die.
No, you don't. You never have. I've
always loved Diggs.
You've always loved Diggs.
Since I met Diggs.
3 minutes ago.
Yes, but Diggs is a great dog. I love dogs. God, I love dogs. Because Diggs, I've got a dog called Ginger, who's 18 months old.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the park with Ginger?
I would love that. He loves other dogs.
Yeah, Ginger is a 46% greyhound. We didn't know that, but when we got her, she was 3 months old. We got told she was a whippet cross.
Yeah.
Just kept growing. So it was like, there's hardly any whippet in her at all.
Yeah.
But Ginger is the queen of the dog park.
And,
really? Yeah, and as in... Ginger dominates. Every other dog...
She rules with an iron fist.
Every other dog... that's why... Because Diggs are so big.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I want...
he'd love it.
Ginger will beat Diggs.
Right.
Diggs will be on the ground, but loving it.
Loving it. Yeah.
Loving
Diggs
the servitude.
Oh, yeah.
Diggs
Serve to the queen.
Yes, the queen. Dominate me, queen. Ginger just dominates every dog.
Oh my God.
Dominates them, and she loves to chew on their necks.
Oh, he'd love it.
It's only fun.
Yeah, he'd love it.
Don't freak out.
I won't freak out.
Ginger's not going to kill Diggs. She's going to put her mouth around Diggs's neck, and she's going to like
just throttle him. Do the death rattle.
But it's going to be fine.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
She does it to a massive husky called Fitz,
right?
Who was the dominant dog in the dog park. But no, Ginger turns up, and Ginger grabs Fitz around the neck and drags Fitz along the ground.
Husky.
Yeah, husky.
Holy shit.
Yeah. No,
she's trying to bobsled, is she?
Ginger's just... And her ability to swivel her hips is just extraordinary.
Oh, my
God. Many dogs try to sexually attack her. They just can't do it.
Really?
She swivels the hips, and she's out of it.
It's all in
she's
the
on
hips.
top. And sorry.
Those hips don't lie. Sorry.
Those hips don't lie.
You didn't defeat the queen.
You tried, but it didn't work.
It didn't work. But Diggs would love that because he tries to play with dogs all the time, and they're not that interested in it.
No, you are.
Oh, great. Okay, that'd be fantastic. We'll film it, absolutely. Yeah. But so you get knocked out by a fat ass. You're on the ground playing footy.
I get back up and keep playing.
You get back up. You keep playing, and that must have been so painful. But did your mind just click into a different zone where you're like, I'm going to have to...
It was adrenaline. And
you channeled your inner dog.
Yeah, I did.
Your queen.
Yes. I growing up, I dreamed of being a sports star.
Yeah.
Mainly AFL, but my dreams would go to tennis or golf or cricket.
But you still play tennis and stuff, don't you?
I love tennis.
Yeah.
Tennis.
Pickleball?
I don't mind pickleball. It's not my favourite. I'd rather play tennis because, why am I using a plastic bat? I used to use plastic bats when I was a poor person back in the day. And then
now I'm rich.
Then I got a racket with strings, and I never looked back. So, but anyway, I know that people love pickleball. I'm never...
You should do a masterclass video.
I'm never having to go at anyone playing racket sports, no matter what. This is true.
Yeah.
Because the internet's told me a lot of times now.
Yeah.
If you want to stay alive and keep your brain healthy, the best sport is racket sport. So whatever racket sport, and I put a table tennis table in a little courtyard we've got at our house.
We've got wipers.
We're not playing enough. We're not playing enough.
Not playing enough. Yeah.
I look at it and go, this is getting less use than the podcast fan.
Well, that's a sad day.
That's actually not
true. Why don't you get Ash Williams over and you can play?
Oh, I love Ash Williams' ability to hit balls. Now, Ash Williams, if you don't know, is a tall man with blonde hair, and he is a very good tennis player.
He's really good,
I beat him the first time we played, true story, which was like 20 years ago now. We played, and I had no idea how good he was, and I beat him. He said he was hungover. I said, who cares, mate? I'm the queen.
Yeah, and I'm the queen.
But I've not beaten him since. And I've probably played him 1,000 times.
Oh, my God. Well, soon.
Good. Yeah.
But Cooked is coming. You're still touring
Cooked is still touring, yeah. I'm loving it. So it depends on when this comes out.
It's coming out soon, next week.
Right, so Castlemaine's probably still tickets available. There's a couple extra because someone emailed me saying that they can't come.
Someone emailed you directly? Do you know they're not your ticket service? Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
Can I get a credit note or a refund? And I said, well, one of those.
Credit note?
I don't know what that means.
A Brash's voucher?
We'll work it out.
Can you trade it in for a Brash's voucher, please?
I don't know why they can't come, but they can't. They're heartbroken about it.
Yeah, but I don't think you need to worry about that.
No, I am now. Now it's a personal mission
to
make sure they get their money back. Or I don't know, they get to come to see me somewhere else.
Yeah.
So if you want to see, I mean, I would say to anyone listening who hates me or just
they're not listening if they hate you,
has no opinion. No, but you know about hate listening. There's no more stronger listener than a hate listener.
Yeah. But you're the most recognisable face. So you're out. You're like called out to you on the street before. People call out to you on the street all the time. When you're at the dog park, are people thinking you're sending your dog out to just attack and take down other dogs?
Some people are. People are new to the dog park, especially with little dogs, and the little dogs are nervous because the owner's nervous.
Yeah, sure.
And so Ginger is so keen to have fun, my dog, that she scans and she sees she wants to have fun with everyone. And if there's no big dog, she'll sprint at 3 million miles an hour right up to a little dog and then start sniffing it. It freaks the owners out. And if the little dog,
the same thing. Diggs does the same thing. He runs right up.
And if the little dog starts running, Ginger chases.
So like you won't get away from me. You try.
But she's respectful, and I say, look, we've got 3 cats at home.
Yeah.
They scratch her on the face and draw blood, and she does not attack them. She never attacks anyone.
Yeah.
But if a dog wants to have fun with her, she'll have fun with that dog, and it looks like a cage fight. It looks like they're fighting to the death. They're not. It sounds like they are as well. I get that.
It's all fun stuff.
It's just fun, and the growling's just part of the game.
And when she dragged that husky by the neck around the corner, it's all fun.
It is fun. The husky comes back every time. Fitz turns up. Where's Ginger? Where's Ginger to dominate me?
Yeah. Where's the queen of the dog park?
I know. Ginger would be great at running a sadomasochistic some sort of... I don't know.
Maybe that's your next project after you sell the podcast van. You're going to start selling the dog into fights.
Yes.
Ginger's in fights. Yeah, cage fights.
No, but no, not for cage. Ginger's... if you've got a dog who likes being punished, who gets off on it...
Yeah.
Ginger's your girl.
Yeah. Okay, Diggs would love it. Diggs would love it. He's going to go to the dog park and he's going to absolutely love fighting with Ginger.
Good. They're not fighting. They're play fighting.
Sorry,
it's all
fun. Sorry about that. It's all fun.
Yeah.
Now, today I've got some wonderful people that confess online, Hughes, and you're going to absolutely solve their problems. Now, were you raised a Catholic guy?
I was, yeah.
You were?
I went to a St. Pius, which is a primary school. I got my first confirmation. What's the other one? First communion.
First communion, the Holy Communion.
Yeah. When you're in like grade 3, and then
Nana. You baptised?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nana was. My Nana on my dad's side was very religious.
Oh, okay,
Agnes May was her name. So Agnes May she thought I was going to be a priest. So.
Oh, football player or priest?
Yeah, I remember being in church just thinking about football. I would think about football and girls.
You're football thinking about priests.
So I was in church just thinking about footy and thinking about the girls coming down getting their communion. That was they weren't holy thoughts I had.
Yeah, right. Probably your first sin.
Probably right in line with the priest as well. To be honest, but,
Did you go to confession as well? Like was it every Sunday or was it whenever you felt like you were burdened by those devilish thoughts about the girls?
Yeah, earlier I don't reckon I ever told a priest about my devilish thoughts about girls.
Yeah,
probably for the best. But I remember the first confession I had, and I'm like, I need a sin. What's my? I wanted to come up with a good sin.
Yeah, I killed someone.
Yeah, so but I didn't go that far. But I think I stole. I don't know if I might have stolen an Elvis poster. Deliberately off one of my grade 3 friends.
Oh my God, to have something to talk about,
so I can have something to talk about.
Wow.
So I said to the priest, I stole an Elvis poster off Jason. And I think it was like 5 Hail Marys, 5 Our
easy.
Fathers, and keep the poster.
Yeah, be on your way. Go and look at it's so funny how quickly they can just go, whatever, no big deal, out you go. Go and look at the girls out there. Well, you're going to be perfect with your Catholicism of fixing these problems today. So I've got the first confession today that comes from gorgeous Pete.
Yep.
Pete confesses, I catfished my own grandmother.
Yep.
How? Well, this
sounds weird.
This is somehow her fault, right? So he's blaming her still at the same time, but he's going to explain it, so you don't need to worry right here. Before everyone judges me, we kind of already have, I think.
No, it's weird.
Please understand that none of this would have happened if my grandmother had learned a normal hobby.
Yep.
Knitting, crosswords, stealing teaspoons from cafes, anything. I don't know if that's a normal hobby, stealing.
Yeah, I mean, they're on razor-thin margins, so don't steal their teaspoons.
Don't do that. Yep. Instead, at 78 years old, she became obsessed with social media.
Yep, good.
At first, it was harmless. She'd post photos of birds, leave comments like, beautiful XX, on completely unrelated videos.
Yeah, well, that's nice, isn't it?
She's having fun.
Adding positivity to the world.
Absolutely. Arch Barker has taken a few photos of birds. Have you ever seen his photos of birds that he takes?
No, I haven't, but I do spend quite a bit of time with it. I've got to ring Arch. He always says I never ring him, but he never rings me. So
this is just a reminder.
We both are heavily into,
ignoring each other.
Yeah, and just getting angry and then talking about peace. So,
Wish people happy birthday who had been dead for several years. So she's just writing on people's Facebook walls and stuff. Normal grandma stuff. Then she discovered Facebook dating. The family tried to stop her, not because she's old, but because she's insane.
But also because, they're seeing their inheritance just being given to someone who doesn't really love their grandmother, and then they take all the money, and then all these kids who've had to put up with grandma's bullshit for 50, 60 years get none of her cash.
Because just Gary from Ballarat's just interested all of a sudden.
Gary's got the house now.
Gary's
house.
Within a week. It's Gary's house now. Within a week, she'd fallen in love with 3 different men named Gary.
Yeah, and none of them are actually named Gary.
Absolutely
Most of them,
not.
They all work in the same call centre in some far
in Bangladesh.
Country.
Yeah. One of them was clearly a stock photo.
Yeah.
I tried explaining catfishing to her. She said nobody would lie on the internet.
I love that.
That's mistake number 1, isn't it?
The innocence of the elderly.
Which is exactly what somebody being catfished would say.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think, everyone's lying on the internet all the time.
Well, generally everyone's lying in life.
I became worried. It's nice to have someone so optimistic on the podcast today. Everyone's lying in life. No. So worried, in fact, that I decided to create a fake profile to see what kind of people she was talking to. Just a harmless little test.
Oh, that does sound like fun. I'm not going to lie.
It does sound like fun, but it's a worrisome path if you're going there.
Especially if Nana just sends a nude and a second email.
Exactly.
Oh, there you go. Have a look at that. That's
how you feeling, big boy? Yeah.
You will not be able to unsee that.
Just a harmless little test.
Yep.
A bit of undercover work. The profile was a retired pilot named Steve.
Ooh,
so not like Gary. He does sound like a catch, doesn't he? Yeah. He's fought in the military, but he doesn't talk about it. That sort of guy, I reckon.
What a man.
Man.
He fought for our freedom, and now he's got heaps of airline cash and some
He's
love
doing
to
quite
give.
well. Because old people love pilots for some reason.
We all love pilots. I had a pilot the other day walk out of the cockpit and say, "You're doing a great job," and I thank you.
Really? You say who's flying the plane?
Yeah, I said, I didn't fly the plane, but I'm doing a great job back here on my Instagram. Thank you.
Did he say what he said? He walked up to shake your hand.
Oh, mate, I'm getting him all over the place.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Just not the dog park because your dog's fighting everybody. The plan was simple. I'd message her, confirm that she was being unsafe, and reveal it was me. So that was the whole plan. So we revealed like a hilarious prank. I don't
feel like you can ever reveal this.
Absolutely not. Unfortunately, my grandmother is apparently irresistible. Within 10 minutes, she'd replied. Within a day, she'd sent Steve a heart emoji.
Oh, my God.
Within a week, she told Steve things she's never told her actual family.
Goodness gracious me, this is the best. This is the best thing I've ever heard. I love this story.
Did you know my grandfather wasn't her first choice?
Goodness gracious
I like it that she said, did you know? And like, we don't know you.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't know.
Her grandfather wasn't the first choice.
Imagine
is he
hearing
dead?
that.
Is he
dead?
He's
dead. Yeah. I don't think she's cheating on him in the... or they're non-monog.
Still feels bad, you know. I mean, we don't know what happens after you die. After you die, you might just be in the same realm, but you can't be seen.
Yeah, that's true.
And so just be careful what you say about the dead.
Be very careful.
Because they're probably right there listening, and they go, interesting. A little accident might befall you.
Yeah, they're in the podcast van. Yeah. Because I do now. The problem was I kept meaning to reveal myself.
Can't. Too late.
Too late. But every time I was about to, she'd send another weird message. Then she'd ask Steve how his day was. She needed the company. Then she'd tell Steve he seemed mature for a man. He'd be in his 70s, I reckon.
How old's Grandma?
She's in her 70s, so yeah. So it's pretty wild if she'd go, you're pretty immature for a 70-year-old.
Well, no, but I feel like Steve must be younger than her.
Maybe he is, yeah.
I feel like Grandma's
He's a retired airline pilot.
Could be Grandma grooming him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. But every time I was about to do it, she'd send another message. Then she'd tell Steve he seemed mature. Nobody has ever called me mature before. I got carried away. So he's getting excited by the idea.
He's falling in love with his grandmother.
Yeah. Yep. We've all been there. Yep. Suddenly I was spending every evening pretending to be a retired pilot and discussing birds with my own grandmother.
This is, honestly, I can see why you would do that. I mean, don't. That is much more fun than anything you can find on a streaming service. That is living.
That is living.
Really
living your best
living.
life.
This is. I think what we might be doing here is inspiring
others to
catfish
their grandmothers,
catfish their relations, their older relations.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No,
it became the healthiest relationship in my life. Yep. Then things escalated. You're just agreeing with this completely. Yeah, you got the healthiest thing in my life, and you went, "Yep." You agree with it.
Most interesting.
Definitely interesting.
My grandparents are all dead, so I can't do this.
If you've got an Ouija board.
My parents are dead as well. I can't do it to them.
Yeah.
Who could I do it to? There's people in my life I could do it to.
Yeah, okay. Well, we need an update on this after a while. Yeah. You're going to start catfishing after this. Last week she told Steve she thought she might be falling in love.
Of course she is.
Because you fell in love with him very quickly. I said Steve. Pilot and you said I love Steve.
We love everything he's done. All those safe flights, all those people he's got to their
all
destinations.
Those handshakes, breasts in the flesh.
Yeah, and he's had a moment with the old flight attendant, but that's just, they're overseas. That's just what happens.
Different.
There's nothing to do about it.
I nearly threw my phone into a river. So when she said, I'm in love with you. Yeah. Yesterday she announced she wants Steve to come meet the family. The family, my family, which is also her family. He didn't need to explain that. We get it. We know what a grandmother is. She wants me to attend a barbecue as both myself and Steve. Do I confess everything and destroy the strongest relationship either of us had in years? Do I fake Steve's death in a small plane-related incident? Don't do that. Or do I put on a fake moustache and hope my grandmother is as bad at recognising faces as she is at spotting scams? Dave Hughes, what do you do in a situation like this? Because you're in a little bit of a pickle now.
Yeah, no, big pickle, but
pickle
yes,
ball.
Look, in a way, I think at this point it's a victimless crime. Like Steve's not Steve. What's the guy's name? It doesn't matter what the guy's name.
Pete.
He's having an interesting life because of his fake relationship with his own grandmother.
Yeah, that's fine.
Grandma's having a great life because she's in love with Steve, a pilot who fought in the war, and probably
you're getting a bit horny when you talk about Steve.
400,000 or 500,000 of the enemy who were going to kill everyone's family. Sure. And you know what? The big thing here though is the inheritance is safe because what Pete/Steve is doing is distracting Grandma from doing this with someone else, from someone who will take the house.
Yeah.
So I would say we need to. Steve couldn't get to the barbecue because he got snowed in Wagga.
Snowed in Wagga.
Well, I mean it's winter, so where in Australia are you going to get snow near an airport?
Right. Oh, okay. Is it a Wagga International?
Don't know, but there is.
Okay.
You know what I love about the Wagga International Airport?
Everything.
Yeah, I do love everything about it. One thing I love about it, they have security on one airline but not on the other. So if you fly Rex, you don't go through security. But if you fly QantasLink, you go through security.
That's where Chappelle Corby went wrong.
Yeah.
So she could have gone from Wagga to Rex.
So if you wanted to transport,
massive amounts of coke,
grenades,
whatever,
everything, anything, like because you don't even go through a metal detector on Rex.
That is wild.
You can have 15 machine guns in your bag. You carry on and just carry it on like the Wagga Airport. But if you go QantasLink, can't do it.
They're crying.
So you're looking there going, where do I go? I've got 5 machine guns in my bag. And I nearly
might go QantasLink.
Might not go on QantasLink. I'm going to go Rex. So anyway, that's what.
That's just a tip for everybody out there.
Amuses me at the Wagga Airport.
Yeah, wow.
So I think that Steve the pilot he's got snowed in somewhere, or he's maybe got a bit. He's got some news and he's got shingles or something. I don't want him to have a terminal illness, just an illness that he gets
stops
more
him for a bit,
and he gets more attention from Grandma. But he doesn't. We don't have to worry.
Get a few more nudes.
I don't want Steve to ever die.
Never.
I think Pete has to keep this character going. I don't know how old his grandma is. 78?
70 somethings. Yeah.
It may be 20 years. The next 20 years, he needs to carve out time for Grandma.
And, relationship.
And Grandma stays happy all that time.
Yeah,
he can make this. And Steve / Pete gets a bit of fun in the evenings.
Yep. Oh, sure.
And he knows that the inheritance for the whole family keeps safe.
Oh, so if he keeps sexting Gran, the inheritance
and he's
going to
have to he's going to have to cop some nudes, and he's going to have to send some nudes because Grandma, you
are obsessed with the housing crisis, aren't you?
Grandma.
This is the only.
But also, Grandma has needs.
Grandma has needs too. Grandma needs to get off.
She needs to, and this has to escalate.
I'm sorry, a woman with needs.
Yeah.
Just because she's past the,
I'm just thinking,
menopause and now she just wants to get off, get her rocks off.
Could they go to an Eyes Wide Shut party?
Oh, wait, but then you're saying that Steve is actually going to fuck his grandma?
No, he's not. Well, maybe he's. I don't know.
Can you hire an actor? Is that fun?
Well, but,
Michael Caton could do it.
Yeah, but I think he has to do it. Just to keep her safe. Do you know what I mean? He has to keep her safe.
You have to fuck Grandma to keep her safe.
Yeah.
Are you a good person or not?
Don't like the term you've used.
Make love.
Yeah,
is that fun?
That's the term, yeah.
Making love to your grandma. All right, make love to your grandma.
So
Pete, move on with your life.
With the lights off, and then so the family keeps the house. I think it's a victimless crime.
Yeah. You can't be fairer than that. We haven't. Fuck your grandma. All right,
you're saying it too crashly. I didn't say.
Okay, I'm making love.
Maybe not go through the whole thing. I can't.
Yeah,
sorry,
just the tip.
Because Steve's still in love with his dead wife. We don't know how she died.
We don't even know if he had a wife.
No,
You're making that up.
No, Steve.
We don't know if he's widowed.
No, he's widowed.
Okay.
Maybe he's not. I'm trying to work it out.
He's got shingles, though. We've got the next confession today that comes from Margot. Margot confesses, I keep pretending I can hear people in noisy bars. So this is a big problem. You know when you're...
Yes.
Imagine during Comedy Fest, I imagine people talking at your face all the time.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Yeah.
You've got a face that's going to be talked at, Dave Hughes, in a bar.
Yelled at, yeah.
Yelled at, yeah. I've accidentally agreed to MC a destination wedding.
Oh, God.
I have a terrible habit that has finally caught up with me. Whenever I'm in a loud bar and someone says something I can't hear, instead of asking them to repeat themselves like a normal person because I'm not that interested, I just smile and nod.
Yeah.
Usually this results in fairly minor consequences. I've congratulated people on pregnancies that turned out to be parking fines. I've enthusiastically agreed that someone's ex sounds lovely. I've accidentally promised to definitely come to several events that I still don't know the nature of. But this time, I've gone too far. Would be fun to say I've got a parking fine and go, congratulations, that's huge.
Yeah, look, I do have some parking fines, by the way.
Do you? Don't worry about them.
How are they around here?
You're right, you're fine. Yeah.
Good, thank you.
A few months ago, we'll just do some admin on the podcast. Yeah. We'll catch up later. A few months ago, I was at a rooftop bar with some friends. Music pumping, everyone shouting, drinks flowing.
Yeah.
A friend of a friend started talking to me about her wedding. Now, just real quick, Dave Hughes, because you've not touched a drop of liquor since you're, 18 years old?
No, 21.
21, yeah. So do you find it hard to be at bars with lots of drunk people, or are you just used to it?
Oh, I don't mind. I'm 55 now, so it's 34 years of listening to drunks talk shit. So
sure.
I don't mind. I will actually shout people drinks, and I like people to get drunk.
Yeah, sure.
I don't get drunk, but I like other people to get drunk.
Yeah,
and I want people to be happy. It's not, but yeah,
as long as they're not menaces when they're drunk.
Yeah. If it's your partner, and then that's my partner hardly drinks. She so she doesn't drink much. It's not me. She can drink all she likes. So I've got no issue there. She just doesn't. Some people don't even care about alcohol. I don't understand them.
Yeah.
They're like, my wife's like, she hadn't had a drink for 3 months. She wouldn't even notice. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah,
weird.
Right. You're weird. A friend of a friend started talking to me about her wedding.
Yeah,
I could hear maybe one word in 10. Then she asked me something. I have absolutely no idea what, but I did as I always do, big smile and said, of course.
Yeah.
Apparently, what she'd asked was whether I'd be master of ceremonies at her destination wedding in Bali. Ooh. Not attend, not RSVP, but not maybe do a reading, MC.
You have to go.
You have to go.
For the MC.
As in hold
some work.
You have to do some good work there. Yeah. As in hold a microphone and guide 120 guests through the biggest day of her life.
Yeah.
The first clue something had gone wrong was when she hugged me and started crying. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, no, that's scary.
The second clue was when I got added to a group chat called MC and Wedding Logistics. That's a terrifying group chat to be added to.
And especially when you really want to ask the question, why am I in this group?
Why am I in this group? Or just leaving the group?
Yes.
At first, I thought there'd be some misunderstanding. There wasn't. She keeps introducing me to people as our amazing MC.
Oh, God.
I've now had multiple Zoom meetings with people I never even fucking met. People ask my opinion on transitions. I have documents, colour-coded documents.
Yeah.
Yesterday, she emailed me a draft of the ceremony schedule and wrote, feel free to workshop your jokes. My jokes, as if I even have wedding jokes.
Yeah, it makes me nervous just even hearing that.
Oh, my God. Have you ever emceed a wedding?
Yeah, early on in my comedy career as well. So, and it's like when I had some stressful nights emceeing mates' weddings where I thought everyone, early on in your career, whatever you do or in your life, you think that everyone's thinking about you.
Yeah.
They're not. But when you think they are and you're emceeing a wedding and your jokes aren't landing.
Oh, the worst. You feel like you're ruining their day.
Yeah, you're ruining their lives.
I was telling you, we were talking before we started the podcast about one time I did Lucky Cock.
Yeah.
And I was about to go on and someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, Dave Hughes is going to drop in.
Yeah.
And no one pays attention at Lucky Cock. It was like people get there for $4 pizzas.
Yeah, they're all sort of backpackers.
No, backpackers are not interested. And you went and tested some Logies gear.
Yeah.
You were doing your Logies opening monologue.
I think, I remember that night where I was like saying to some young German bloke in the front row, you're Carl Stevanovic, and he didn't know who Carl Stevanovic was.
No.
So I still did it.
Also doesn't matter. Yeah. But it was so funny. So people actually paid attention for a moment and then went straight back to eating us and talking as soon as you were off stage.
Yeah.
But I imagine like doing that, because it's such a special night. Not the Logies, but the Logies is a big night as well, night of nights.
Not really.
But also for a wedding, that's so much pressure for one person.
It is.
It's too much pressure for one person.
People say, I don't believe this because I've been through all this, but they say that public speaking scares people more than death.
Yes, yeah. It's a terrifying feeling.
You combine public speaking with trying to get a laugh.
Oh, my God,
So people would rather, tightrope walk across, the Grand Canal or Canyon or Suez Canal or
whatever you
Strait
want.
of Hormuz,
whatever you want, to be honest. Yeah, Albert Park Lake. Well, do you still get asked to like MC friend stuff?
No, I haven't. And
it's work.
Should I be insulted? I don't know.
No, it's work.
Yeah, so I haven't. But I every now and again someone.
And you got about housing prices too much.
Every now and again, someone contacts me about being a paid MC for strangers' weddings, and it's still a bit weird. I think.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it? Yeah,
but don't get me wrong. If I've got a gap in my diary, I'll do it. So don't stop asking.
Keep the emails coming. Just don't ask him for refunds for tickets. He doesn't like that. As if I know the bride and groom well enough to identify them in a police lineup, so it doesn't even know them that well.
Yes,
the wedding is in 6 weeks. Flights have been booked. They've printed my name on things. I don't even know if I agree because I genuinely couldn't hear her or because after 3 margaritas, I thought that being an MC at a destination wedding sounded glamorous.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm now trapped. Do I finally admit that I didn't hear a single word of that conversation? Do I fake laryngitis for the entire week? Do I go to Bali and hope charisma carries me through? I don't want to do this. Or do I simply marry the couple myself while I'm up there and really commit to the misunderstanding? Yeah. What do you do, Dave Hughes?
The old me would say, the right thing to do would be fake your own disappearance and just disappear and just go, start a new life in another country.
Yeah, or make love to your grandma.
Yeah, or make love to your grandma. But the new me says what is written on a poster on one of my daughter's walls. Do it for the plot.
Do it for the plot. Is it over a picture of Elvis?
No, it was a Taylor Swift thing.
Is it? Yeah, okay.
Maybe it wasn't Taylor Swift.
Do it for the plot.
Taylor Swift said that she wasn't very talented, but she just tried hard. So that's another poster. It's another poster on the wall. But do it for the plot.
Do it for the plot. Do it for the plot.
And see the wedding and you know what?
And do an okay job.
Or do a terrible job. But you know what?
They'll remember it.
You've got to remember that the only thing that people will remember is if you flatline.
Yeah.
And that will give them so much joy. So you succeeding doesn't make other people happy. You want to make other people happy, you fail.
Yeah.
The more you fail, the happier they are.
Yeah.
So probably the best thing you can do for everyone at that wedding is just get on stage and just tell 4 jokes that just no one laughs at, and then just start crying.
Great.
And that will make everyone happy.
Because there's nothing as good as a bomb.
Oh, mate.
There's nothing as good as a bomb.
Any comedian knows that, when someone, you're in the green room and someone goes, come down, so-and-so's dying out there.
Great.
And everyone runs out. Oh, God.
When was the last time you had a bomb, Dave Hughes?
Well, every now and again, I remember it was a couple of years ago, I did a corporate gig in Sydney there was a builders were having a soccer day. I don't know why, but they was playing soccer.
Yeah.
And then they were all set.
That's why construction's so slow in Melbourne.
It's in Sydney, so it's not Melbourne.
Sure. No, not Melbourne.
It's not the big build.
Yeah.
But they would rather be at the strippers. But anyway, so they're the strippers come to them. Anyway, so whatever, we pay. They play. So anyway, so what are we saying? So and it was the MC was a mate of mine. He was struggling, and he was on the floor. I'm like, I'm not on the floor. They need to see me.
Yeah.
So I'm on the stage, and but you know what the worst thing is? The first 5 minutes went really well.
Oh, great. Okay. So you
could see that you could see the room could work.
Oh,
do you know what I
okay.
mean?
Right. Yeah.
And then once they start drifting off, and you're like, you're meant to do half an hour, and you're like, oh God, I don't know if anyone's listening anymore. Do I keep going? I just want the money. But I don't know if to keep going or not. So it can happen to anyone, and it's not fun.
It is funny to see someone who you really like doing comedy have a bomb as well.
Yeah,
it's not always about watching. Bron Lewis and I always try and go to really bad gigs. And it was really funny. We went to one a little while ago just to both bomb. And it was one of the greatest experiences of our life.
I've never deliberately bombed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But I have bombed, but not deliberate. But I reckon that takes the pressure off, isn't it?
It takes the pressure off.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I should try
and you know that everyone can bomb. But, okay, so in this situation, you're saying go and MC, bomb hard.
Do it for the plot.
Do it for the plot.
Do it for the plot. But they should subsidise your accommodation.
Absolutely. You can't pay for flights.
I think put an invoice in. Everyone else is putting an invoice in. Why don't you put an invoice in? Put your snout in the trough and feed.
Is that a pig analogy?
Got a snouts in the trough, mate.
Yeah, right.
A lot of snouts in the trough.
Let's move on to the next confession then that comes from Tim. Tim confesses, I lied about being an elite footballer. Here we go. You'll relate to this one. You didn't lie to that, though. Yeah, no. And now I've got scouts coming to watch. Sort of.
Oh, God, I wish I had scouts coming to watch.
We had a few in the hospital, I think.
Yeah, they did come in.
I met this girl a few months ago, and on our first date, she asked if I played sport.
Yeah.
I panicked because the only honest answer was, sometimes I walk past a football oval.
Yeah. But at least you look like you play sport.
I know, that's nice, isn't it? She actually could believe it. Instead, I told her I played football at a pretty high level once. Then I said I nearly went pro. This is where it all goes wrong, of course. Then I said a scout once described me as wasted potential. That's nice.
It's the sweetest sort of potential.
I know, isn't it? Yeah,
wasted potential. I say that to my son. I don't say it like that.
What, you wasted potential?
He gets his implication is that I think he's wasting his potential, which is actually true. But
what should he be doing?
Oh, mate, he's 6'7", so
and
he's pretty good. He's playing basketball. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
but he could be really good if he could just get off the bloody phone and the Xbox and wherever else.
Wasted potential.
He's actually he's studying for school exams. I'm like, what's the point, mate?
Yeah, what's the point?
Get out in the backyard and shoot some hoops.
Get out there and make dad some money.
The only chance to make a living in this world.
I know. Yeah. Then I said a scout once described me as wasted potential. The problem is that none of that is true.
Yeah.
The closest thing I've ever come to professional football is yelling at the television. At first, I thought it was a little harmless white lie, like saying you were 6 foot when you're actually 5'10", or saying you've read a book because you've seen the cover.
Yeah.
Sure. I've read cover and cover, not cover to cover.
I've read cover and cover. I'm not reading enough books, by the way. I'm not reading.
You got to get on.
I used to read so many books.
Got heaps of books here. Take one if you want. But every time she seemed impressed, I added another layer. Now she tells people I'm some sort of football star who could have made it if he wanted to. Yeah. It's wasted potential again. 4 months I've been getting away with it because every time she asks when my next game is, I say things like, the season's complicated.
Yeah.
It's
straight off Hormuz. It's open, it's shut.
We
don't know if we can play.
We don't know if we can play.
We don't know.
The ground's wet.
We haven't got enough diesel for the generator for the scoreboard.
Or we're focusing on training blocks. Unfortunately, her dad loves football too.
So he should.
Not normal loves football in a way that priests love God.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah. Probably more than priests love God. More than the way priests love sinning.
Last weekend, he asked what position I play, and I said midfield. Because that's the only position I could think of under pressure. Yeah. And also a fine position to just say.
Yeah, these days you can say, in the old days you'd say ruck rover, and that was a position in the old days.
It's also very specific.
Now it's midfield.
Midfield, yeah. He then spent 45 minutes asking tactical questions. I responded mostly with phrases like, you've got to want it more than the other blokes.
That's true. But you can't want it too much.
No.
You've got to relax. You've got to be focused, but be relaxed.
Yeah, and just keep saying I'm wasted potential.
Yeah.
I was wasted potential.
It's process. Just focus on the process.
He then spent 45... Okay, so tactical questions. Now they've announced they're coming to watch me play this Saturday.
Right.
I do not have a game on Saturday. I do not have a team. I do not own boots.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I bought a football and kicked it around the park to see if maybe I was naturally gifted and had somehow never noticed. I wasn't. A child asked if it was my first day.
Yeah,
it's not nice of the kid, is it?
I mean, kids are so... I had a child come up to me and go, I was speaking to my mum, and she said that daughter over there is that person over there is that kid's your daughter. I thought it must be your granddaughter.
Oh, my God.
So this kid had already had the conversation with his mum, but he thought he'd relay that conversation to me. Why?
Did you kick a football into his face?
Mate, I should have punted him. Should have punted him across the oval.
A child asked if it was my first day. Do I tell her the truth and admit that my football career exists entirely in my imagination? Do I fake a career-ending injury? Do I invite mates and make a fake football game? Do I disappear and start a new life in another state? Or is there somehow a fourth option where I become an elite footballer before Saturday?
Yeah, you're not going to become an elite footballer before Saturday. Because, I mean, as I say to my son and my daughters, by the way, who could be good at basketball if they cared, but they'd rather dance, I say, do the work, trust the work. And he hasn't done the work, so there's no work for him to trust.
Yeah, okay.
So I believe the best thing to do would be to hire diggers.
Oh, really? Hire diggers. Yeah.
To break his leg. And you know what? He's got a broken leg, and an actual broken leg. And
so you actually have to break your leg. You can't pretend that.
But we've got to sort out the amount of endone he gets, which is it's heroin in a pill, by the way.
Yeah, you get that.
And so let's get as much of that as we can get.
Yep.
And then you've got, the girlfriend she loves. They love being. Women love being needed.
Yeah, women do. Yeah, absolutely.
Who's that? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm going to turn this off.
Do you get a lot of calls from unknown numbers?
That's my NAB guy.
Oh, right. Did you because you gave your phone number out on TV once, didn't you?
I did. That wasn't really. It was a different
okay, a burner phone.
But I did get a lot of I got a lot of calls, but on the burner phone. But I don't know what happened to that burner phone. It's probably somewhere.
It's got a lot of missed calls.
So I reckon get Diggers, your dog.
Yeah, Diggs is great. Yeah, great guy.
To break your leg, and then your girlfriend will fall more in love with you.
Yeah,
you'll get heaps of pain-killing drugs and get a prescription drug addiction, and
that's all good stuff.
You'll get married and have a great life together.
Oh, that's nice.
And you won't have lost her trust.
Yeah, at least you won't lose her trust if you really like her.
Yeah, if you really like her, the leg's got to be broken.
Yeah,
if you don't really like her, just ghost her and never speak to her again. But it's one or the other.
Also good advice. Do you think in this situation, like that's a funny story to tell? Like if you get married and everything, would you bring that up later in life and that could be a fun story to tell? I actually had I think you'd seem like quite a psychopath if you said, I got a guy that I didn't know, his dog Diggs, to go and break my leg.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell that at the wedding.
Yeah.
Because they'd go, all right, you just married a psychopath.
Yeah. That's the only wedding that you want to have the shit MC at.
Yes.
To really bomb.
Yeah.
Take
away from your focus. So
yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think they should they're going to stay together forever.
They will.
If the leg gets broken.
Yeah, okay. That's the only advice. Yeah. Well, we've got one more confession today that comes from gorgeous Naomi. Naomi confesses, I made up a fake marathon to avoid attending a birthday party. Yep. Thousands of people have signed up.
Yep.
Okay.
She's come up. She is organised the marathon.
Yeah.
The fake marathon.
The fake marathon. I know this sounds impossible, but please hear me out.
Yep.
About 8 months ago, a girl from work invited me to her birthday. Now, I like her. I just didn't like her enough to spend 6 hours at a bowling alley dressed as characters from The Simpsons.
Well, there's not that many. Oh, there's a few. Yeah, and some of them you could get cancelled if some of the characters.
Oh, sure. Yeah, don't do a poo.
No,
but also, like in this situation as well, you don't want to do that anyway. Dress as characters from The Simpsons. That's quite a big thing to go.
Yeah, and I feel like don't get me wrong. I used to love The Simpsons, but I think it's it's still going, and I appreciate the longevity of any TV series. But yeah, I don't think people really care enough to get involved with it. Yeah.
Do you ever go to dress up parties? Have you ever?
I have in the past, and they are fun. But I haven't for years. What did I get dressed up? I'm trying to think of what I got dressed up as. There's photos of me. I never did anything to get me cancelled now.
That's good. That's nice.
Yeah, I was never like Prince Harry I never went as a Nazi.
Yeah,
I never blackfaced.
That's really nice.
I've never done that.
Nice to know those photos aren't out there.
I feel like I've had some sense of common sense.
That's great.
Over the years, even though I don't look like I have. Yeah.
So when she asked if I could come, I panicked and said I couldn't because I was running a marathon that weekend. Yeah. Right. There was just one problem. I wasn't running a marathon and I also don't run. I actually consider finding a car park to be cardio. Sure, it can be stressful.
Yeah.
Didn't you parked outside a basement a little while ago and left your hazards on? I think I saw a video of that online. Yeah. So what do? You just pull up and...
Yeah, I've only had one fine I've had one fine from this trick, but it wasn't in the CBD of Melbourne.
Yeah.
If you're in the CBD of Melbourne, there's a lot of car parks that you can't use and you don't know why. There just says no parking even though the lines are there. And it's infuriating, I'm not going to lie. And so I've started just parking in those parks that say no parking and just putting my hazards on. And
That's so clever. Like it's broken down.
Yeah, I did it for a month during the comedy festival and just...
A month?
Every night. And it was right in front of the venue, the basement venue, and not one fine. It's the best.
That's amazing.
So the
car's obviously locked though. It's like locked.
It's locked, but it's just got the hazards on. But and you're not hurting anyone because it's actually the bottom of the Vic Roads building.
Yeah.
So it's underneath the Vic Roads building, and it's at one night I pulled up and did it, and then the security guards inside the buildings were waving at me that I busted. But they just wanted a photo. So
it's so funny. I think the video was of you walking out with a guy who didn't believe you.
Yes.
You had your hazards on.
So none of them believe me until I walk out and go, there it is. And they laugh.
Just over there.
But it's a great life hack. God, it's made life easier.
Oh, my God. She asked which marathon. So the friend's going, which marathon? Again, I panicked, so I made one up. I said it was the Melbourne River Run.
Sounds like fun.
It does sound fun, doesn't it? I don't even live near a river. You have to make a river, I guess.
But a lot of rivers have paths next to them.
That's true, yeah.
And so if you're going to run a river run, I reckon a river run's better than a bay run.
Yeah, for sure.
Because a bay run's so windy. There's a lot of wind involved with the ocean and the bay.
Yeah, I know.
But rivers can be more sheltered.
Yeah,
so I think
scenic.
The Melbourne River Marathon...
It sounds good. It doesn't exist, but it sounds good.
Should exist.
So we should make that up.
Yeah.
Get some coins.
The Yarra. We'll do the Yarra.
Do the Yarra. The conversation should have ended there, but the next day she asked how fundraising was going. I didn't want to seem selfish, so I said it was actually a charity. Then she shared it on social media. I had to set up a link.
Can I just say that, and No, I'm involved with a number of charities, and I appreciate everything they do. But I often, because I can never be bothered actually fundraising, and I feel embarrassed asking for money off other people when clearly I've got more money than them. And so I do it all myself. So I don't fake it, but I do my own, like, when it's the page and you go, oh yeah, I'm raising more money, but I ended up just donating to myself.
Yeah.
And then I have that moment, do I want to stay anonymous? Because I do want to stay anonymous, but I also want it to be known that I donated.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Tricky one.
That's a tricky one. Yeah. Then she shared it on social media to be supportive. Of course, people wanted a link. So I made a website, just a basic one, a fake logo, a fake route, a fake charity partner, a fake FAQ. Yeah. So you've got to make up a lot of questions for that as well. It's a hard one. I thought maybe 20 people would look at it and forget. Instead, people loved it. Apparently, I'd accidentally created the perfect marathon.
Well, as we're saying, the River Marathon is an idea. It should happen.
It should absolutely happen. Within a month, there were hundreds of registrations. Then local running groups got involved. Then
people love running.
Sponsors started emailing.
Can I say women love running now?
Oh my God, they did.
Women are just running everywhere. And it's not, I don't think it's just when they see me. I think they're actually running.
Yeah,
women love to run.
Women love to run. Of course they do. But there are now over 4,000 registered runners. A sportswear company wants to provide merchandise. The mayor has agreed to start the race. People keep thanking me for bringing the community together. I haven't brought anyone together. I spent most of this process lying down. Yeah. Just stressed, I imagine. Just stressing out. The marathon is in 6 weeks. Road closures have been approved. Volunteers have all signed up. Someone has made a Facebook group dedicated to training. Yesterday, a woman messaged me saying this event helped her lose 30 kilos. I cried.
Tears of joy, I hope.
Absolutely. What do you think I should now do?
Look. If I want to say, don't actually have the race because it's a bad idea, but I actually think it's a good idea.
Yeah,
I think the Melbourne River Marathon should happen.
Yeah. You and I are involved now.
Yeah, I might take it over.
You're the CEO of it.
Yeah, I really want to run a marathon along the Yarra River.
Have you run a marathon before?
No. Furthest I've gone is in a fun run situation. Was
it fun?
Well, not at the time, but I was 15 years ago. I just got right into running, and I was like,
okay.
Yeah, I did and this for anyone in Sydney or anyone who's done the City to Surf in Sydney. Yeah. It's 14 kilometres.
Yes.
It's like 100,000 people do it. It's
oh my God. How do they manage that? That's a big event.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I started it.
I don't know why I asked you how they manage it. Like
I don't know how they
you know the answers. You're going, I actually don't know.
Well, you know what? I remember the one I'd done it,
yeah.
And I was running fast then, relatively fast. So I did it in 4-minute kilometres. So I did and Robert De Castello, have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an Australian legend marathon runner. I said to him at the end my time and he was shocked.
Shocked how good it was?
Yeah. He said, I've got a group I've been training and none of them went that fast.
Did he say you are wasted potential?
I just see the look of respect in his eye. He didn't have to say it. You could see it in his body language.
You just one single tear rolling down his cheek.
You just go, my God. This guy. And so at that time I loved it. But
had you left your hazard on and parked right next to the track?
No, look, I hadn't. But I don't think there was any cars in the way then because there's so many people. But I had a son then, and my wife was there.
You still have one?
I do. He's 17 now.
Yeah.
Anyway, it took us like 45 minutes to get across the road. There were so many runners.
Oh my God.
At the end.
Yeah. Okay.
So you couldn't get through.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, so what I'm saying is the running races are popular.
Yeah.
And I think that she should just have the race.
Just have the race. Just do the race, for God's sake.
And you know what? She hasn't had time to organise an actual charity that all the money goes to. So she should just put all the money in a bank account and maybe come up with a fake name for the charity.
Yeah, okay.
And down the track, she will just apportion that money. You know what I mean? She'll apportion it.
Yeah.
Okay. But admin's expensive.
Yeah, of course. So take some on the side.
So just use all the money you can in admin, and you're doing the right thing. And if only a very small portion of the actual final total goes to a charity, it's not your fault. You've done what you could.
Just happened.
And you know what?
Some went to the casino, double or nothing.
If you're running a really popular Melbourne River Marathon, you deserve to be driving the latest Mercedes. Do you know what I mean? You deserve that. So, and that's what the charity. That's good. That's prestigious charity.
Why don't you just call it Mercedes for Runners or something like that? It's like that's your end goal, Mercedes for Runners. That's beautiful. So you think just go ahead with it,
yes.
Just do it.
Well, if she's not, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, okay.
Melbourne all jokes aside. The Melbourne River Marathon has to happen. It has
to happen. Come on, Melbourne, wake up,
Could we combine the Murray? No, the Murray's too far away. So no, the
Murray?
Murray River.
That's a long way.
It's a long marathon.
Yeah, that's a long one.
Yeah, no, that's across the whole border from Victoria to New South Wales.
Yeah, that's a long one. But maybe you could do it.
Yeah, well, in so many towns along the way.
That's true. You could stop off.
Get charity donations.
Yeah.
You could fleece Albury. You could fleece Echuca.
Yeah. You could do gigs along the way.
Malakuta, I think that's close.
Yeah, Malakuta.
You could fleece all those towns.
Everything. I don't know why you're talking about fleecing all of them. All of a sudden. I'm going to get all of them in the end. Now, at the end of that, Hughes, we've had 4 beautiful confessions from 4 beautiful people.
Love them.
If you had to cast one of these as a major motion picture, which one do you think has got the most potential? You've got Naomi, who faked a marathon. You've got Tim, who lied about being an elite football player. You've got Margot, who was about to MC a destination wedding by mistake. And you've got Pete, who catfished his own grandmother.
So I'm going to go against recency bias, which is a good term, and go with the first one.
Pete,
Pete and his grandmother's love story.
Oh, beautiful.
I think Taylor Swift can write some songs for him.
Yeah, okay. Who would play Pete, do you think, in this situation? So you've got to cast Pete, you've got to cast the grandmother, and you've got Steve. Now, you're a little bit in love with Steve, so who do you think's a hot older man? I know you're obsessed with him.
I think we can get Eric Banner.
Shit, okay.
He just looks like a pilot.
He does look like a pilot, yeah.
Someone you trust with you and your family's life in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can imagine that he's got to land it,
He's got confidence.
He's got to land it in Port Phillip Bay because he's run out of petrol. Not his fault. It's the Strait of Hormuz.
It won't be like flight. He won't land it upside down.
No, he'll land it flat in the water. He won't even kill a penguin. The penguins will
penguin.
He will avoid the penguin.
In Wagga. Where's the...
No, he's landing in the bay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably a penguin. You don't want to kill a penguin.
No, but he can land in Wagga if he wants to.
If he wants to. Get through Rex.
Is there water in Wagga? There's got to be.
Yeah, there's got to be.
You wouldn't have a town that size without a water.
You could have a watering hole. No, that's
right. In Wagga.
Yeah, you have to have some sort of water.
What river
they've
got in Wagga?
Well, let's start a marathon around that. We can probably. No, we don't have time. We could do. We could do.
I don't have time because I turned my phone on to silent after the National Bank rang me.
We had a marathon around that river or whatever it is in Wagga as well.
Yeah. So, but they're all great.
Yeah,
I love them all, but yes, I really want to see what ends up.
Eric Banner, Pete could be. We could have like a younger actor for Pete, maybe an unheard of star, and Helen Mirren or someone for the grandma.
Oh, love Helen Mirren.
I love Helen Mirren.
What
falling
an
in love.
Attractive woman.
Yeah, beautiful woman.
Maybe Liz Hurley.
Liz Hurley. Okay, yeah, Liz Hurley.
I know what I've gone with.
Eric Banner and a young unknown star. And what would you want to call it if you had to call it something? Would it be? Would it just be calling? Catfishing, something like that, like gone catfishing.
Gone fishing, or is it family? The family that lies together stays together.
Oh, that's nice.
Family Ties. That's not it's a sitcom.
That's a sitcom.
Family.
Let's call it Family Ties 2.
Family Ties 2. Can we get he's still going, isn't he? No, he's still living. I think.
Is that Bob Saget in Family Ties? No,
that's Michael J.
Michael J. Okay,
he's still with us.
He's still with us. Yeah,
he's had
a long
noble
battle.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's get
Michael.
Let's get.
We want to employ.
He listens. Let's get Michael J. That's fun. Okay, we got Michael J. and it's called Family Ties 2.
Yes, and look, Eric's going to do really well.
Eric's going to be great with our coaching, and also the marathon will be happening soon with Hughesy and I.
Mate, Melbourne when you can't get across, the Yarra River, because there's 4 million people running past you. Remember this podcast.
Yeah, you remember this podcast.
Yeah, and what's her name? She could have been involved, but we've taken it.
And we'll take Dave Hughes's podcast van, and we will do a live podcast every day.
And the wipers aren't working.
The wipers aren't working, so beware. Dave Hughes, how do people find you? How do people find you and every wonderful thing that you do?
D Hughes is best if you want to contact me, and you can message me, and I do read all the messages. So at D Hughesy, so that's at Instagram or Facebook or it's TikTok. I don't really look at TikTok, but I think I'm
You're
on there as well.
Yeah, you are.
But so you can DM me if you like, and we'll discuss whatever you like. And also davehughes.com.au for tickets to any show I've got. They'll be
Comedy.com.au is where you can find tickets easy for all your favourite comedians at Token and everything. And
absolutely.
You're on there. You're going to heaps of places soon.
I am. So you can
you
just
don't
go
need to name them. Don't worry about it.
Good. I can't even. I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't even fucking know, to be honest. Dave Hughes, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast.
Sam, I loved it.
And, oh my god.
I'm taking
diggers with
We're
you.
going to the park and Ginger and Diggers.
It's going to be the best.
It's going to be on like Donkey Kong.
Good night, Australia.